Hi everyone, Neville here from NevilleTaylor.com, coming to you on Monday afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Melbourne, and I think this is number 26 in my 90-day video challenge, and still enjoying it tremendously. Hopefully I'm improving a bit. I'm certainly becoming more comfortable within myself doing this, and really enjoying it. Hope you guys are enjoying it and improving as well. Today's been a fun day. So it's a public holiday in Melbourne as well. I'm sure it is all over the place, but we went in with my wife today to her second last radiotherapy treatment, and she finishes tomorrow, which is great for her. So and then we just went into town, into Melbourne City, and had some lunch there, just walked around, did a bit of shopping and whatever. It was just a bit of fun, didn't stay there too long, and came home and just relaxing at home now, just doing a bit of work around the place, but taking some time off to do this video. So today I just wanted to have a little bit of a chat about the variety that exists within our community, and it's just amazing hearing when people present their videos in this challenge, but also listening to people on the OC calls, and just the general conversation around as to how varied and everybody's lives are. So I've got sort of four things I want to talk about, I suppose, in this variety thing, and the first one is the variety of interests that we all have, and just hearing everybody's, what everybody's interests are, how varied and interesting they are, particularly for us that don't know a huge amount about stuff, about horse riding, about, music. There's, people with tortoises. There's people that love to travel, people that love to, understand how their bodies work, how their minds work. Just an amazing amount of interest that you hear people talking about, and it just sort of opens up your mind to listen to them or read more about it, or just to sort of find out about some of these interests, just so you can see what makes people tick, and also how they come to get into those interests. So that's been great doing that. So variety of interests. The second one, variety of lifestyles. So there's so many different varieties of lifestyles that we all have. That's all. It's sort of weather dependent. It's dependent on a whole bunch of things. But looking at the various lifestyles, there's students in there, there's retired people in there, there's people in the workforce, there's people that are doing this as a means to an end. There's people doing the SFM as a personal growth thing. So just a whole bunch of different lifestyles that people are engaged in, that we come in contact with. The third one, the variety of occupations that people are, what they've come from, what they're still doing. We've got people who are in selling, people in technical roles, people in accounting roles, people in the legal profession, all sorts of things, people that you come up with, people in IT and that sort of stuff. So amazing amounts of occupations that people have been experienced in, but not necessarily that those transfer or translate into the marketing that we're all undertaking. So the background is just fantastic. And the last one is just the variety of locations that people come from. So where people are, people in the US, people in the UK, people in Europe, Scandinavia, Australia, New Zealand, all over the show. And then within those countries, like within the US, from the east coast to the west coast, north to south, into Canada, and then in Europe, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, into Scandinavia, and so and then into Australia. You've got Australia on the west coast, Australia on the east coast, north, south, and then the North and South Islands of New Zealand and so forth. So the locations are just so different, and people's lifestyles within those locations, are so different. If you look at the lifestyle that I'm aware of, in Tasmania, is so different to northern Australia, northern Queensland, and so forth, because just the weather patterns are so different. But anyway, so I suppose this discussion is just about the variety that we all live in, and I suppose that variety comes down to a huge thing that Stuart and Jade talk about all the time, and that's choice. And we all have choice, and I suppose we've made these choices for our interests, for our locations, for our occupations, and for our lifestyles. All of those things have been choices, and we're still making, and we're still so lucky that we've got the opportunity to make choice, and undertake and pursue those things that we find, that we're passionate about. Anyway, enough from me, and hope this has been an interesting little chat to you guys. And it's great to be amongst such a varied bunch of people, and hope to understand and connect with you guys a whole lot more, and to understand the detail of your variety. So have a great rest of the Monday, Easter Monday, and fantastic week ahead, and talk to you real soon. Cheers. Bye.